Hello everybody, welcome to our midweek reflection. I'm sorry there's been a break in the reflections appearing for the past few weeks, but we should be now back on track to get them out every week as before. Today's reflection is a hymn, which you might recognise from the background music, and this hymn is based on Psalm 103, but I'm going to read you the first two verses of the hymn. Praise my soul, the King of heaven. To his feet thy tribute bring, ransomed, healed, restored, forgiven. Who like me his praise should sing? Praise him, praise him, praise the everlasting King. Frail as summer's flower we flourish, blows the wind and it is gone. But while mortals rise and perish, God endures unchanging on. Praise him, praise him. Praise the high eternal one. This well-loved hymn was penned by the Reverend Henry Francis Lyte, who was born locally in Ednam. He was ordained into the Anglican Church in 1814, but with only a limited sense of his vocation. But he experienced a deep spiritual change after witnessing the illness and death of a colleague in 1818. Which was to shape and influence the rest of his life and ministerial career. Lyte was a prolific poet and hymn writer, many of his hymns being based upon the Psalms. A few weeks ago, our reflection featured the spectacular cherry blossom on the tree across from the manse. Since then, the wind and rain have stripped much of that blossom off in the manner of the words of this traditional hymn. This frailty of summer flowers is a metaphor for the frailty of humanity. Of course, living with a constantly raised awareness of our mortality is not good for our mental health, as we have discovered over the past year. But we also have to guard against building our own plans without recognising the place of God. When I was writing this, I was listening to the debate of the General Assembly concerning plans for the changes to the number of presbyteries and ministry positions in Scotland for the coming 5 years. There is frequent mention of us not knowing what the future holds, and reference to plans of the recent past that have indeed been blown away like summer flowers. Lyte's hymn reflects the frailty of human nature that we so often find in the Psalms, but places it in the context of all that God has done for us, and so make him worthy of our constant praise. It reminds us that we may not know what the future holds, but we can be confident in who holds that future.